A couple of weeks ago, we told you how Gulf World Marine Institute was preparing to treat cold-stunned turtles in advance of last week's freezing temperatures. Well, crews did end up rescuing 4 sea turtles from St. Joseph's Bay near Rish State Park. As News 13's Riley Lehman tells us, all 4 were rehabbed last week and released this morning off of Cape San Blas.
More than 50 people came to Salinas Park Gulfside to watch 4 cold-stunned juvenile green sea turtles return to the Gulf. When the water temperature in shallow bays drops below 50 degrees, sea turtles can become cold-stunned, entering a comatose state.
A sea turtle gets uncomfortable, they can't move, their internal organs are still working, so their vitals are still kept going, but they become very stiff, very lethargic, and they often float or drift onto the beaches.
A cold stunning can result in a secondary infection as they are forced onto the beach. When cold weather is predicted, Fish and Wildlife officers mobilize transport teams. Members of the United States Geological Survey actually found the sea turtles at Rish Park. Once they arrived at Gulf World Marine Institute's Rehabilitation Center, staff slowly raised their body temperature by raising the water temperature 3 to 5 degrees a day.
We warm them up slowly so we don't shock them, just like you wouldn't want to shock a human with hypothermia. Once they're warmed up, as long as everything else looks good, we send them home.
After a week, their body temperatures were back to normal, and they were swimming normally. One of the 4 turtles was released separately Friday morning due to the fibropapillomatosis virus, similar to human herpes.
We make a point to release them in the Gulf itself, not in the bay where they were found, because the bay temperatures are still colder. The Gulf is nice and warm.
Now that these 4 are gone, Gulf World Marine Institute is preparing for more cold-stunned turtles during next week's freeze. In Port St. Joe, Riley Lehman, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
Now, if you see a cold-stunned sea turtle or any sea life that's injured or acting unusual, don't push it back into the water. Instead, dial *FWC to contact the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.